Hey guys, it's Kendra. Today I'm here to do a makeup tutorial for you, kind of a little chit chat video. I feel like I haven't filmed in a super long time, and I do have some baby related videos coming up, so don't worry. But today I wanted to do a makeup look that is just easy and simple, especially if you guys just want some inspiration for Valentine's Day if you are doing anything. Just want to show you something that you can do that makes you look, you know, complete, pulled together, but you don't have a ton of makeup on. I'm not a huge fan of piling on the makeup. I love makeup, but I want to look like myself. I want to look fresh, but you want to feel pretty, but you don't want to look like, you don't want people to look at you like, oh wow, look at all that makeup on. So today I'm using a bunch of new products. I just got a big order from Ulta. I haven't gotten any new makeup in a really long time, so I wanted to kind of feel more inspired. So I have some new things and I love it all. I also wanted to post this video now because you guys all know I shop through Ebates and they are doing a double cash back from Ulta. So it just worked out perfectly. And also Sephora, I believe, is 8% cash back, which is really good. And if you guys don't know what Ebates is, it's a website that you use before you shop online and you earn cash back on your purchases. So I have the little icon that pops up automatically if the website that I'm on, if it's on Ebates. So if I'm on Vitacost, which is usually what I'm on, Sephora, Ulta, so many different baby companies too. If I'm on that website, my little icon will light up and it'll say, do you want to activate your cash back? And then you get your cash back. I get mine directly, I think it gets directed into my PayPal account. And it's just money. It's so easy. So you get paid to shop. There's no gimmicks or anything. It's just a super easy thing to do. And I get super mad at myself if I ever forget to use it, especially if you're making like a big purchase and you forget. It's like, dang it. That's why I have the little icon for it. It's kind of bad. I've been online shopping a lot lately because that's my new pastime when I'm nursing, and I'm nursing all the time. But I usually just online shop at night. And I know that's the worst time to online shop because you usually spend more. But I've been on Old Navy and Baby Gap and so many different adorable little places to get cute baby clothes. It's an obsession right now. So I use Ebates for all of those ones. So I'm pulling up to see which ones. Yeah, Baby Gap is on there, Old Navy, Etsy, a lot of the ones that I typically shop on. And then if you guys haven't signed up yet, I have a link down below that'll get you $10 off as a welcome bonus. You just have to spend $25 or more. So with that said, I hope you guys all enjoy this makeup tutorial and let's get started. So first off, I have a little bit of eyebrow product on. This is the Anastasia Brow Definer. This is in the color Taupe. This reminds me so much of the Hourglass one. It's super similar. I'm not sure which one I like more right now, but it has the kind of triangular tip. And I put this on every morning when I wake up. So after I do my foundation and everything, I'll go back in with a little bit of not even brow powder. I just use eyeshadow just to define them a little bit more. So starting off, I'm going to be using some primer. This is the Becca Backlight Priming Filter. I just used this for the first time yesterday and I was kind of surprised. It's pretty thick. It's not like a typical primer feel. It feels kind of like a highlight, but I've basically been using stuff that makes me look more awake. My eyes have been just so bloodshot lately because I've been waking up earlier. I'm putting the girls on a sleep schedule now and it's been amazing. Like I get so much more done. So you can see it just illuminates your skin a little bit and I really like it. So for foundation, I'm using the Lorac Perfection in the color 4 and I used to use this all the time. I was in the shade 5 before, but pretty fair right now. And I'm also going to be applying this with a damp beauty blender. It's a little bit thicker than other foundations that I've been using. So I like to apply it with a beauty blender to shear it out a little bit. And plus, since I've been trying to just focus more on my skin, I want it to be, I want my skin to be able to show through, and it's a little bit more full coverage, so this just helps it look a little bit more natural. I mentioned in my Snapchat's my name, Kendra Atkins, but I was talking about doing a video all on sleep. I wanted to wait until I have it more down because I just started doing this and putting them down in their rooms for naps. Before I kind of let them cat nap throughout the day and it was impossible to get anything done because one would wake up, the other one would wake up, and it was just like not a good idea. So I started I also wasn't having a nap as often. They were awake a lot. And because of that, they were getting super, super tired throughout the day. And I didn't realize that until I reread my sleep habits. It's a book for twins, Healthy Sleep Habits for Twins, I believe. And it was saying how a lot of the times they can just be super overtired and overstimulated. So I started putting them down more frequently to sleep, and it made a huge difference. Let me know in the comments if you guys are interested in seeing that, because it's definitely made my life a lot easier. And then I figured I would do a separate video on breastfeeding if you guys are interested in that too, just talking about my experience, how it's been going, what's been helping, and that sort of thing. So for concealer, I'm using this new concealer from Tarte. It is a Shape Tape Contour Concealer in Light. I debated between the colors forever because I was ordering it online. Okay, I read so many reviews on this and everybody was saying how huge it is, and I was like, what are you talking about? It looks normal. It is actually huge. Let me just show you compared to my mascara. It is massive, and the actual applicator is humongous. It's giant. So I've only used this one time. I used it yesterday and I really liked it. It didn't crease on me at all. It lasted for a long time. I just really liked it. So going just under the eyes and any areas that I get a little bit red. And then I'll just blend this out with my Beauty Blender again. And I also have been setting this. I'm not sure what it'd be like if you don't set it. I always set my concealer anyway, so I don't really know. But I got the Tarte Smooth Operator Amazonian Clay Finishing Powder. It's kind of similar to the Laura Mercier translucent powder. I'm going to take this Tarte powder and press my Beauty Blender in it, and then apply that under my eyes, on my forehead to get rid of those fine lines, and just kind of wherever I want it to be a little bit more smoothed out. So around my nose, my chin, wherever I tend to crease a little bit, because this does a really good job at filling all of those areas in. By the way, Kyla is laying right behind me on this chair. It's the cutest thing ever. Moving on to bronzer. I'm gonna put some lipstick on just because my lips are really bugging me and I hate when my foundation gets on them. This is the Aveda Sheer Primrose lipstick. It just looks like my lip color. I really like it. So I got the Butter Bronzer. I heard so many good things about this. It's by Physicians Formula. I have it in the color. I think it's the darker one. I think there's a light and then this is just normal. So it looks pretty cool and it smells like a pina colada, which is, I'm okay with that. So I'm going to take this and just buff it around my face, and then I am going to, after my face is just warmed up with this, I will take a little bit more and contour a little bit too. I'm actually thinking about using a self-tanner because I haven't used any self-tanner since being pregnant. So when you're tan, you just feel so much better. So I really think that I might start it up again because I use the Loving Tan bronzer and it's so good. It looks so natural. I just haven't gotten around to it. I also really need to paint my toenails. They look disgusting. But obviously that stuff's on the back burner right now. Put a little bit extra of this right in my cheekbone. Just kind of brush that up. I don't want my face to look super contoured or anything, but I do want a little bit more definition right at the cheekbone. And this is pretty matte, this bronzer. It has a little bit of a pretty, I don't know if I'd call it glow, but it gives your skin a little bit of life. It's not super flat or anything. And then while I have that out, I will apply this as my eyeshadow, just with a fluffy brush in the crease, and then I'll just kind of pull that down to my lid as well. And that's something I've been doing. I haven't really used any eyeshadow lately. I've just been putting a little bit of bronzer on, just so that my eyes don't look completely white. You know, just with concealer, you want to have a little bit of dimension up there. And I will take a smaller brush and blend some of that underneath my eye too. I always think you need to put a little bit of eyeshadow underneath to pull everything together. Oh, my eyes are so bloodshot. Holy cow. Okay, I'm going to use the highlighter next. This is a new highlighter and I love it. It's a little different than all the rest of my highlighters. It's the Exposed Highlight Amazonian Clay Highlighter by Tarte. Here's what it looks like. I believe this is the, I don't know if, I think this is the lightest shade. I think there's 3 shades. And I'm also going to use the blush by Tarte in Exposed. So it's like Exposed Highlight and Exposed Blush. And I think they look really good together. This is a matte blush. The highlighter is a little bit, I don't want to call it glittery, but it's, it kind of has a wet look when you apply it to your face. I like to apply it with a thicker brush, like a more compact brush. When I tried using a fan brush, it didn't really pick up the product as much because it's a dense product, so you kind of have to pack it in. So I'm going to put some down my nose and on the tip of my nose. And it looks really pretty on the tip of your nose because it gives that really nice dewy look. Right on my lip, my chin, and then I'm gonna do kind of like a C around my face. So I'm just buffing that in circles all around to give more of a lifted look on both sides. And I've also been taking a little bit of this on my finger and dabbing that right in the middle of my eye, right in that tear duct to brighten it up a bit. I don't really think it goes on well with a brush. You do need to use your finger if you want to put it on kind of like eyeshadow. And then just with that brush that I used to apply the highlighter, I'm just going to take a little bit right under my brow bone. Obviously, this is super, super easy. And then for my blush, going in with a smaller brush and buffing that right towards a little behind the apples of my cheeks and going backwards towards the hairline. Now I'm just taking a little bit of MAC Charcoal Brown and defining my eyebrows a little bit more. For my eyeliner, I'm using the Stila Stay All Day Waterproof Liquid Liner. This is my absolute favorite. After I have the eyeliner applied, I just kind of patchy and then I take some black eyeshadow and press it in to fill it all in and smooth it out. Just shape it. Okay, so there is my upper liner. For my lower lash line, I will do a little bit of a nude liner. This is by NARS, the Rue Bonaparte, and I will line that down here just to make my eyes look a little bit more awake. And I do want a little bit more definition, so I'm going to take just like a flat type of brush with a little bit of brown. I can just use charcoal brown, any type of brown, and I will just kind of do like a faux liner down there. For mascara, I'm going to use my Benefit Roller Lash, my all-time favorite mascara of life. I've never, ever, ever tried anything better. It is so amazing. And then I will put a little bit of primer on my lashes. I have the one by L'Oreal right now, the Voluminous, and I do really like it. It reminds me a lot of the one by Lancome, the Cils Booster XL, but this one's a lot cheaper. My lashes have been pretty crappy lately. Not good at all. My nails have been good, but not my lashes. And my hair did start falling out a little bit more. I know you're supposed to lose a lot of your, not a ton of your hair, but just you're supposed to lose some hair after giving birth, because when you are pregnant, you're not losing your hair. Like usually you shed a little bit of hair every now and then, but when you're pregnant, you don't. So that's why once you give birth, you lose a lot more hair. So I have been noticing that. And the girls have a very strong grip now. So whenever they're nursing, they somehow manage to pull out my hair. And last but not least, I'm going to spray my face, because I always spray my face after I do my makeup. It makes everything look more fresh, not cakey at all. This is new. This is the Mario Badescu facial spray with aloe, herbs, and rose water. And I just kind of douse my skin in this. Then I take my beauty blender and kind of pat this in, just so it's not like there's no drops or anything on my face. I just decided I do want to apply a little bit of liner on my waterline, just black, because it makes me feel a little better. This one's the Makeup Forever Aqua liner. I'm just going to put that kind of on the outer portion. And then I'll just take my eyeliner brush and tap it right on top so that it is, first of all, it blends it out a little bit and it locks it in place. So that is it for this simple makeup tutorial. I hope you guys all like this. I just feel like, especially for Valentine's Day, Andrew doesn't like a ton of makeup. He is not a fan of a dark lip at all. So if I'm going anywhere with him, like on a date or something, I like to keep my makeup a little bit more minimal, but you want to look pulled together and pretty and fresh. So this is kind of what I typically would do. So thank you guys all for watching. If you are new to my channel, make sure to subscribe and I will see you guys very soon. Bye.